right, we will go ahead and get our morning started. All right. So glad you guys all decided to get up early this morning, join the Billionaire Bosses, and catch some pips. Yes, yes. Be awesome because you are epic. Now, Miss,
Happy because you already hit, y'all.
what happened?
I was telling them you happy because you already hit this morning. They're waiting on mine.
And he is so, he is so right, guys. In about an hour, I made $156 this morning. So yes, I am happy. I am happy. I am excited.
Way to go.
Hit my take profit. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Let's see what we got going on in the chat. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yes. And guys, just because we get started at 5 a.m. doesn't mean that you guys can't get up earlier and start going ahead and looking and getting to the market. Because remember, you can actually get, I mean, of course it's open 24 hours, right? But remember we was talking about those best times to get in, and I'm gonna get into that a little bit more. But let's go ahead and get started. Mr. Kimbrough, since you came on, did you want to say anything to the peoples? Did you want to say something? Nope. Still not able to? Okay. Just wanted to put me on blast.
Nah, yeah. Like she was saying, we start at 5, but the market really the market's open 24/7, but it gets hot between 3 about 3 o'clock. It really starts to jump.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I'm usually up, but this morning I was tired. I was just chilling. I was like, man, I get up in a little bit, and then I thought about. I said, wait a minute, I need to be in the market. Jumped up, and I was late getting in. Everything had spiked, and I missed the movement. And I'm pissed because
Oops.
I said to Miss, I said, dang, I missed everything. I missed the movement. And she said me, well, I'm riding gold. What? I'm like a US 30.
Yes.
I'm like, dang, man, I missed it. So yeah, I'm telling y'all, if you can sacrifice and just go ahead and get up earlier and start looking in the market, I'm telling y'all, if you do that, you will start catching a lot of pips, a lot of them. I missed some pips this morning because I didn't go ahead and get up. But y'all, I'm telling you, this thing is a gravy train. It is lovely. It is lovely. I'm telling you, it changes your energy. It changes the way that you think about money when you get up and you know that uh you've made whatever you made, however much you make in a day at work, you made it in a few minutes to a few hours
Mm.
before anybody else even getting up to go to work. Or, throughout the week, you made what you made for the month, what you would have made for the month at work. I'm telling y'all, when I tell you that feeling is euphoric, it is a wonderful feeling when you can get up, make money, and go back to bed if you want to, or go to the gym or whatever it is that you want to do. It is a wonderful feeling. So, um, y'all, just be happy about your future. Be excited about your future. If you don't know, if you haven't been on my Mindset Monday calls, if you don't know me personally, then you don't know that there is almost nothing that really gets under my skin. And if it does, I have a way of pushing it away, in a matter of minutes, easily. Almost nothing gets under my skin. I'm almost always happy. You know, am I right or wrong, Miss Benita?
Huh?
Am I right or wrong?
He is so right, you guys. Cause trust me, I be trying.
Yeah. Oh God, yes, she be trying. But nothing really gets under my skin. I'm always happy, always excited. Even if something hits me really fast, we're all human. I'm gonna get mad, you gonna get mad, but you need to control your emotions. When you learn to control your emotions in this industry, you are going to be a much, much, much better trader. You have to control your emotions. It's mandatory that you learn to control your emotions. That's why I tell y'all, when you get up in the morning, tell yourself that regardless of what happens throughout my day, I choose to be happy. Happiness is a choice. You choose to be happy each and every day, y'all. Every day. And control your emotions.
Hey,
When anything negative comes against you, push it down immediately and fill it with something positive. And when you get in a practice of doing that, you will always be in a state of happiness, or you will at least be able to go into a state of happiness. So that's all I have for right now. I will talk to y'all soon.
thank you, Mr. Kimbro. And you have to be stepping all on my toes this morning. Just stepping all on the corns and the bunions this morning. Come on. Oh, y'all listen. Okay, you guys have no idea um, of how far I have come. Because, baby, when I first got into this thing right here, okay, yes, true enough, I've already told you guys that I was like, it took me a while to get in because I was intimidated by the chart and I didn't think I would be able to get it. Not only that, once I got in and started trading, that my emotions was all over the place and I was freaking out. I was panicking because when you in that live account, those trades hit differently when that's your real actual money than when you playing with the play money in the demo account. But you have to understand, guys, understand this. When you trade, when you get in those trades, guys, you are not going to get every trade. You're not. None of us are, because the market moves. Things happen in the market. Things happen in the news that you might miss. So understand you are not going to get every trade, but should it happen where you lose a trade, shake it off and be like, you know what? I'll get it back. It's okay. It's all good. That's how you. Uh oh. Come on, Mr. Kimbrough. I see you.
Hey, I don't know if you all are taking the trades that they're calling, they're taking the signals that they're calling.
Mm.
But listen, you are paying your money while you are on these 5 o'clock calls, while you're learning, going to the study hall and all that kind of stuff. You need to be taking those signals. Ms. Benita, did you ever look at what I sent you about the signals this morning?
Oh, hold on. I do apologize.
Yeah. If you can, please put it in the WhatsApp group so they can see it. Um, our our team, y'all, our trading team,
Uh huh.
they are going, Miss Coach Max and the trading team, they are going for 250,000 pips by December the 31st. That means they putting in work, y'all. And that means if these are positive 250,000 pips. So if they're going for 250,000 pips, that means they are putting a ton of signals out and a ton of pips that's coming to us. And if you are taking those signals, then you are going to make money. Yes, they are losing some. And when you look at what she about to put up, what I sent over to her, you're going to see that they lost some. But when I tell you, they are putting out a ton of positive pips, take those signals, y'all. Make that money. You don't have to sit around and wonder when I'm start making money. No, if they put them signals out, take them and make their money. We don't want you to depend on them all the time or depend on what we do all the time. We want you to become your own bank. Period. That is the goal, to become your own bank and make your own signals, but take those signals that they are putting out because they put a lot of them out. So back
Thank.
to you.
Hey, thank you, Mr. Kimbrough. Thank you. Thank you. guys. And see, this is why part of the training that we do in the morning is I am showing you, just in case you don't know how, I am showing you how to enter these signals that they are giving us, because I don't want you guys to miss out on anything. I don't want you guys missing out on any of this awesome, amazing pips that they are getting. I just put it in there. Okay, now let's go ahead and get started. Let's get started. All right. I'm sure you guys have already said your 15 or more I am affirmations before you arrive to the call. I know Miss Jacqueline did. Boy, y'all, let me tell y'all something about Miss Jacqueline. Girl, you know I love you. Let me tell y'all, she showed me yesterday, when we did our one-on-one, she came on her camera and she showed me her affirmations that she has written down. She's got it in a way where it is right there in her face, and that she is able to see it and able to recite it every morning. And guys, that's how it should be, because you want to make sure you have written them down. Okay? Write the vision, make it plain. Guys, that is important. It really, really is, because when you can see it, you can achieve it, because it makes it come to fruition and come to your reality. Excuse me, guys. I don't know what that was. I'm about to lose my voice. Got too excited, I think. Okay, so right here, right now, you guys know what we do. The Billionaire Boss. I am a master trader. And with every trade, my balance grows. I am a master recruiter. And like minded individuals are drawn to me. Guys, you know what you're going after. You know what you want. And those same individuals, those same determined individuals, just like you, are on the way. Yes, let's go ahead and get into the food for thought this morning, because this right here. All right, so Winston Churchill said, the pessimist sees difficulty in every opportunity, but the optimist sees the opportunity in every difficulty. So, because you guys are on this call right now, I already know that you guys are optimists. Yes. Yes, you saying, you know what? This thing might be hard, but it's not going to beat me. I'm going to learn how to do this trading thing. I'm going to trade on this foreign exchange market, and I'm going to get me a nice chunk of that $6 trillion a day. Yes. Guys, you can do it. And that's that mindset that we are working on, that we are working to change. Those are the individuals that we are going to be recruiting that are coming in. Okay. Yes, yes. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at the news, since Forex Factory is back up today, because it went down for a while yesterday. All right, let me go ahead and refresh just to see if anything has been added since I got up this morning. All righty, right here. Okay, so the GBPs, all right, GBP pairs, 8:10 this morning, got an orange folder. Okay, so just be cautious. Those GBPs are, oh my goodness, honey, they started running, because when I first looked at them this morning, they were like consolidated. I looked again, I said, where is they running off to? Honey, they started running for the hills. Now, CAD, red folder, 8:30. Red and orange folders at 8:30 for CAD. So if you decide to get into any currency pair that has the CAD currency pair with it, guys, you want to be extremely cautious and careful around 8:30. Okay? Let's see. Let me come over here so I can bring it on down. All right. So that's it for the folders for today. But understand this, guys, you want to make sure that you refresh this throughout the day because they can add folders. They can add those colored folders throughout the day. So you need to make sure that you know what's going on in the market. All right, let's see. Um, Mr. Kimbrough mentioned gold this morning. Hello. Let's see. Nope, Miss Benita wasn't in that one. Um, there she go. There she go right there. It was running. It was running, dog. It was running away. It was running away. And I was able to catch it from here to here. I saw the zone. So, YJ, you said this morning that you were having a little trouble with the support and resistance lines. So I'm going to go over those again, and I'm going to make sure that we know where to place those. Okay? Excuse me. I apologize. All right, let's do it on the GBP USD because although we look at um, the US 30 and gold, you guys know that those currency pairs, those currency pairs, those trades, guys, you want to be careful, 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 careful. So that's why we don't even really expect you to get into those right now. Okay? You can study them, you can look at them. So when you get ready, oh, you'll be ready, ready. Now, do you see how GBP USD took off for the hills? What? Now, I started to get in right here, but I was like, this right here, I'm like, those candles are not very strong. That's not a lot of momentum. I'm feeling like it's getting ready to turn back and come back. Baby, it said, nope, psych, and kept on going. Those can do you see the strong momentum in those currency pairs? I'm like, where are you going? It ran for the hills. It took off and ran for the hills, baby. All right, so what I'm going to do right now, I'm going to take off all these other lines so that we don't get confused. So that they don't get in our way. So we're just going to start over with a fresh screen. All right, so this is the importance of support and resistance. What that is going to do is that is going to give you a zone. That is going to give you an idea of where those candles could be going, where there's a good possibility of the the next area where it's going to stop and turn back around, so to speak. Okay, so that's why when I was looking at this right here, and let me make it bigger, and I saw that the green had crossed the red right here, there's the candle. It had gone past the support and resistance line. And I had this support and resistance line laid down. Let's see. That is, I got in earlier than that. Okay, so with the US 30, the US 30 is calculated in points, not pips. So this is the pips over this side, this is the points on this side. So from this support and resistance line to this next support and resistance line, that is 147.1 points. Okay. So because I had because I had my support and resistance lines laid down, I can see, okay, it's coming here. Let me go ahead and I'm going to pull it back, because what you do is when you look to the right, that's what's going on right now. To the right, this is what's going on right now. But everything to the left is what has already happened. So it's much easier to come up here and turn your candles into a line, which is the moving average. And that way you can see like where these peaks and valleys come to a same location. That is where the candles tried to push through, but they met with resistance and they couldn't push through. They went back in the opposite direction. So when it finally pushes through that support and resistance area, then that's a very good indication that it is on its way to go to the next one. All right. So you see when you on trading view, you have your crosshairs. So as I move my cursor, you can see the crosshair moving. So what you're doing is you're looking at that horizontal line, okay? And you're seeing, as a matter of fact, look at this right here. Guys, do you see this is actually another support and resistance right here where it could have stopped, but it kept going to this one right here. So you've got higher highs, lower lows, higher lows, lower, all of that good stuff. So I could have come up here and grabbed a line, make it blue, because that's what I use for my support and resistance lines. Now, as I move my cursor, you can see where this right here went to a certain area and then it went back up. Right here, it touched. Here, we come over. Here, okay? So I could actually have laid another line right there. And I could have gone from here to here for a take profit. This could have been take profit 1, and then this could have been take profit 2. So that's how we set up that. Now, look what happened. Right here, here's another support and resistance. It came and it turned back around. You see it? It got down to here and it went back up. It did the same thing here. It came down to here and it went back up. Guess what? Over here, it did it again. Okay? So this is a good indication. This point right here, this is when it's gonna turn back around. And let's do this. When I move this, when I make it tighter, I'm gonna say this again. The market will always correct itself. So those same support and resistance lines that you lay down, I promise you, the market has visited that area already. So if you are over here on the right and you're laying down your support and resistance lines, when you go back to the left, I promise you're going to see, look right here. When I hover over this lets me know this was October the 15th. It was at the same support and resistance area when I got in the trade. Okay? Right here. It came down to here. It met some resistance and it went back up. Okay? It tried to come down. Look, right here. Right here. It tried to come down. It turned around and went back up. So, this is why you want to make sure that you are placing your support and resistance lines before you put in your stop loss and take profit, so that you know where you want your trade to go. Okay? All right. I'm going to turn my candles back on. And then I'm going to stretch that back out. All right. Now, technically, guys, the alligator's mouth is still open. So you can still be eating. Yay! Oh my goodness. Thank you, Miss Jacqueline. Yes, yes. Yes, yes. All right. All right. Now see, I love those aha moments. When that candle, when that light bulb goes, got it, got it, got it, got it. I see it. Yes. Oh baby, I was doing that myself. I was. I was. Okay. All right. So let's go to GBP USD, and we've got us a blank clear chart. So what we're going to do is lay down our support and resistance lines. All right, so let's see. Let's go ahead and make it a little smaller. So you can either come here to your zoom out. Okay, you can zoom out that way, or you can come down to the date line with your cursor, left click, hold it down, and move it from left to right. Moving it left is going to make it bigger. Moving it right is going to make it smaller. Okay. Now, here's a previous support and resistance line that we had laid down before. I'm just going to leave that there. But let's see. All right. So you guys know what I'm going to do. I'm going to come up here. I'm going to turn my candles into the moving average so I can see those peaks. It's just easier to see. Now, I'm going to tell you this. Some people will actually leave it as a candle because, and I can show you that way as well. All right. If you have your candles on, then what you're looking at when you move your cursor around, what you're looking for is where do you see the wicks touching that horizontal crosshair line multiple times. Okay, so right here you've got multiple touches. Okay, multiple touches. All right, right here you got another touch. So you can actually use the candles if you can see that. For me, it just cleans it up better. It just cleans it up better to turn on the moving average. I can just see those peaks. There they are. There they are. Okay. So, all right. So right here, this line right here shows where the current price is. So let's do this. We look at the 15-minute. It's in a nice strong buy. 1 hour. Nice strong buy. 4 hour. Also, nice strong buy. So we know that means it's in an uptrend. And we know the trend is our friend. So we're not going to go against the grain. We're not going to, it's in an uptrend. I'm going to put in for a sale. Why? Now, you could put in a sale and catch the pullback, but do you know how far that pullback is going to go? All right. Sometimes you can see it. When you're really watching a currency pair that you are familiar with, you can see where that pullback is going to go. All right, so let's go ahead and lay down our support and resistance lines. I'm going to come up here. Now, guys, the reason why I'm coming up here is because I've saved my lines that I use most frequently, most often, as favorites. So that's why my lines are up here instead of me having to come over here. It's still the same thing. It's still there. If I do this right here, you see my stars? Those are my favorites. So I don't have to come over here to get what I need. Convenient, quickly, come up here, boom. Because understand this, guys, when you are wanting to get into a trade, you want to lay down your support resistance lines, you want to be able to do it as quickly as possible Because remember, I told you, every time you are getting into a trade, though, as long the time that it takes you to get into your trade, seconds are costing you money. Minutes is costing you money. So you want to get this, lay it down, and get it done. Okay? All right. All right. So I'm looking right here. Okay. So as I move my cursor, it's the dotted line that's going horizontally that I'm looking at. So what I'm looking for is, where do I see the peaks touching this horizontal line multiple times? When I see that, I'm going to lay it down, because that is a support and resistance line, because that tells me the market got to this point, it could not push through, and it turned around and went the other way. And it tried it several times. So because that one area was hard for the candles to continue to go through, that lets me know, aha, that is a support and resistance area. So that is the point where it is hard for the candles to continue to push through, unless that candle has enough momentum to be able to push through. It's not going anywhere. It's going to turn around and go the opposite direction. Now it could, but what's the size of that candle? What is it looking like? All of that plays a factor in what you're doing. All right, so we're up here. So what I want to do, I'm going to pull it back some more, because I need to see if this is in a buy. I need to see, where has it been? Where has it been? Where is it going? Because it's heading back where it's been. Right here. This is the current price. Look right here. Boom. Boom, boom, boom. I can come right here, grab a line. And because I see that it stopped right here, couldn't go any further. Also right here, it's touching that same area. You can't really see because those right there. But if I go ahead and lay this down and move this over, you can see that this is also an area over here where it has touched this line multiple times. And that is the key. Multiple times. Okay? So when it's touched multiple times, like I said, that lets you know that that is a strong resistance area. All right, so, and this is actually, let me see, it went from here. Let's see if we got, let's see what else we got. Let's see what else we got. All right. Now, it's an uptrend. So that's basically what I'm looking for. I'm looking for my my support and resistance as to where it could be going to. It's going up. Okay. Come on down. All right. Which we already have some laid down anyway, but that's what I want to make sure that you guys see when you're laying down your support and resistance area. Move your crosshair and look with your eyes and go across and see, where are these peaks touching this crosshair several times. Okay? And that is, I mean, right here, that's another good one. Let me go ahead and come up and grab it and put it down, because I can see here it's touched several times, here it touched several times, here. And as I hover over the area, that it'll be a candle when we turn our candles back on, but when I hover over this right here, I can see that this was back in September 30th where it met that resistance. Here on October 2nd, it met the same resistance. Guys, Do you feel what I'm putting down? Do you feel it? Do you see it? Okay. The market is always going to correct itself.
Miss Benita, Miss YJ's got a question.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
Let's see. Does it have to be pinpoint accurate? It does not. It does not have to be pinpoint accurate on the number, but I promise you this. Let's see. Let me stretch this out. Put it back. Put it back. Put it back. Turn my candles back on. Let's see. Now, let me make sure that I understand your question, YJ. You said, does it have to be pinpoint accurate on the number? Now, are you speaking about the price point over here? Does it have to line up perfectly with the price point over here? Is that what you're asking?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Understand this. These are all price points. Okay. So when you lay down a support and resistance line, it is going to let you know what price point it's at. So, say for instance, like you see this, let me see, this area right in between here, you don't see any numbers, but they're there. We just can't see them. But if I were to come up here and grab a line, look, do you see this right here? Look over here. When I move that crosshair, you can see the number. Okay? So if I were to lay this line down right here, it's going to let me know what price point number that is. It's going to highlight it for me. So let's see. Let me go ahead and take that back off. Now, when you are doing the support and resistance lines, it doesn't have to be exact, because understand that you may have a wick push through, but the majority, the body of the candle did not go any further. Okay? So when you see that means that candle tried to push through. It tried it, but it didn't make it. So as you can see, when I had the moving average on and I laid down the support and resistance lines, sometimes, like this right here, it went through the wick, but that was still that support and resistance area. Make this, I'll make it bigger. Woohoo. Let's see. As a matter of fact, I want to show you the consolidation. All right. So when it was consolidated, it did this right here. Bump, 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 bump. It could, you see how weak these candles are? There was no way they were going to be able to push through this resistance. Remember Red Rover, Red Rover. Yes, I'm telling my age. Be quiet. Remember when we used to play that game in school and you and your friends were lined up on each side? Red Rover, send somebody right over. And then they would have to run and try to break through you and your friend's arms, you holding your arms. Well, if they weren't strong enough to bust through, then guess what? They had to stay right there with you. They had to join your team. But if they were able to push through, if they were able to break through, then they were able to grab somebody with them and take them with them, making their team stronger and longer. Okay? So these candles, they're playing Red Rover with the support and resistance line. They're trying to push through, they're trying to break through. Because if they can break through, oh, there's goodness on the other side. What is goodness? Goodness is money for us. Okay? Okay, let's see. All right. So did that answer your question, YJ?
Yes, ma'am, it did.
Oh,
At least I'm thinking that it did. It made sense to me.
okay. Okay. Wonderful. Wonderful. And I do, guys, I know I do. I really try to break things down um in a way that everybody will be able to understand it. And I'm not saying that you know that if I don't do that you guys can't get it. No. The reason why I do things the way I do it is because I know that you guys may have a question, but for some reason, you won't ask me. You won't ask it. You'll just sit there. So, I am going to break it down as much and as far as I can to make sure that everybody gets it. Okay? I mean, I want you guys to have questions. I want you guys to ask me things. Because if you don't, I don't know what you need help with. I don't know where or how I can help you. And I promise you that is my goal. I promise you that is what I want to do, is to help everybody. Okay. All right. So with GBP USD, um, let's see. And guys, I will explain it until I know everybody got it. Okay, let's bring it down, bring it down. All right. Okay, so it is right here and it has been traveling. It has been in the uptrend for a while. Okay, so about to miss it. All right, so this is what we're going to do. We are going to, let's see, we're going to catch some quick pips. So GBP USD, we'll do a market execution for a buy. We're not going to try to get a lot of pips because it is already so close to this support and resistance line. And we can see because of this candle right here, we know it's going to get up there, but is it going to have enough momentum to push through? So let's, where is it? Where is it? Here it is. All right, GBP USD. Like I said, we are not trying to get a lot. We're going to do a market execution. Okay, new order, going for a buy. Go ahead and get into the trade. Okay, then we're going to come back to trading view and we see that this is the support and resistance line that it's made it up to. And here is our, let's see. All right, guys, I'm going to tell you something. The PSAR is actually flipped and I missed that. It's still showing me that it's in an uptrend. I missed the PSAR flip. I apologize. But let's see if we can still go ahead and grab us some quick pips. So here's our PSAR that's down here on the bottom. So this is where we would want to place our stop loss. So if we had gotten in it, this is where, that's what it did. That's what it did. Okay, so the pullback made these PSARs flip to the top, but it's saying, oh, no, 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 we're going to keep going. We're going to keep going. So we're good. We're good. We're good. I'm going to come up. I'm going to grab a line. I'm going to turn it red for my stop loss, and I'm going to place it under my PSAR. And this is going to be my take profit. Okay, so let's come back. Like I said, it is not, we in profit though. All right. It is running away. It's running away. All right, so let's move our MetaTrader 4 over to the side so that we can see our numbers. Okay, so we can see our numbers, so we can see our candles. I'm going to come down here to my trade and I'm going to double click it so that I get my pop-up box. I need to move it over as well so that I can see everything. Now, we're not going to do another market execution. What we're going to do is come down and modify our order. Modify our order. So you've got our modify order box here. Going to come here to our stop loss. Stop loss is going to be this number right here. Okay, so I'm going to put my arrow there. Stop loss is 1.30293. So again, stop loss is 1.30293. The take profit, put my cursor here, the take profit is going to be this support and resistance line right here. Okay, so that is 1.30603. Okay, so again, the take profit is 1.30603. I'm going to come here, I'm going to modify my order, and then there it is on my MetaTrader 4. Let me bring it over. And what we see when we hover over our stop loss, that it is 17.2 pips away from our entry point. Now, we can actually move our stop loss a little closer underneath these other PSARs here. Okay, we can move it up a little bit. Left click, hold it. Hold on, make sure that you get the pop-up so you can see, and then you know that you're on the stop loss. Left click, hold it, and then you can move it up. And the take profit, we are getting 13.8 pips. Okay, so that is 13.8 pips that we are gaining, that we are looking to gain for our come on, go too fast sometimes, for our GBP USD. And it's running, it's going in profit. We're gonna let it do what it does. Now remember guys, you do not have to set a take profit. You don't have to, okay? But you always must set a stop loss. And I say that because when you hover over that stop loss, you right click, you can either cancel your stop loss, you can modify your order, you can close your order, or this right here. You guys know I love this, the trailing stop. You can set a trailing stop loss. Okay, so right here, 15 points converts to 1.5 pips. Okay, now here's our pip counter. We are already up in profit 5.9 pips. So if I were to come to my trailing stop loss and I come over here, if I were to select 15 points, that's going to be 1.5 pips. So what my trailing stop loss would do, it would automatically move my stop loss into profit. So if it doesn't make it up to the take profit number, it'll start pulling back. Once it pulls back 1.5 pips, because my stop loss is going to be following the price point, 1.5 pips. Let's see. You guys know where I'm going. Let me show you. Where did it go? Okay. So this is what it looks like. Okay. You set your trailing stop loss and you've got your trade and it's running. Okay. Here's the entry point. Here's the price point. So here's your pip counter. All right. So you're in the negative. Once that trade goes into the profit of 1.5 pips, boom, that stop loss moved from up here to down here. So now that stop loss is following that price point 1.5 pips. So as your price goes down, your stop loss is going to follow it. And then once that price comes back, if it pulls back 1.5 pips, it'll hit that stop loss, but it's not a negative stop loss. It's a positive stop loss. Yes. Yes, yes. So that is the beauty of, did it hit our top? Did it?
You know.
It did. It did.
But I got a question, Miss Benita.
Yes.
So say we were in a trade and it decided, we hit a trailing stop loss and it goes in the opposite direction.
Mm-hmm.
Does the trailing stop loss still hit?
Wait a minute. Okay, hold on. Ask that question again. I'm sorry.
Say we are in a trade and we like say we went in like we did for a buy
Mm-hmm.
and we put in a trailing stop loss and then the market decided to flip the opposite direction. Does the trailing stop loss still take?
Yes. Okay, because this is what happens. Let's see. All right, so there we go. Our take profit hit. We made some nice little change there this morning. Um, with the because this is what it does. This is what it does. When you have the trailing stop loss set, say for instance, we were in a buy. We now actually technically we could get back in it because the alligator mouth is still open. But we're not going to do that just yet. So, say for instance, you've got your trade and it's running. When the PSAR, because remember the PSAR is going to show you the oh mercy, hold on, the reversal. The PSAR show you the reversal in the market. So when the market reverses, the PSARs are going to flip to the opposite side. And when it does that, that means that there's possibly some pullback that's getting ready to happen. Well, of course, it's going to be some pullback that's getting ready to happen because the market reversed. So if the market reverses and you've got your trailing stop loss set, it's going to do the same thing. It's going to take you out in profit as long as, now this is the important part, as long as that trade has run into profit. If it's running and it's running and it's in the negative, if it doesn't go into profit at least the 1.5 pips, your stop loss is not going to activate. So that's the key point. It has to go into the positive, whatever you choose. Okay, because you saw there were different options for the take profit. So if you feel like 1.5 pips, that's kind of tight. I want to give my price point some breathing room. I'm gonna do 2 points instead. That's fine, but it is not going to activate until your trade is in the positive 2 pips, and then it'll stay. It'll do the same thing. It'll follow. It'll follow your price point 2 pips behind. Did that answer your question?
Yes, ma'am, it did. Thank you.
Wonderful. You're so welcome. You're so welcome. Now, guys, at any time, please, if what I say, if you still don't have a good understanding or it didn't answer your question, guys, please let me know. I see you, YJ. Go ahead. I see your hand up.
Okay, so I guess my question would be we put the stop loss right where it's at
Mhm.
because we've seen that it struggled to make it past there beforehand, correct?
Well, the reason why we put the stop loss where we do Now we can see it here, but what I'm going to do, I'm going to pull it up on Trading View, and maybe you can see it a little better.
Yes.
Let me see. Make sure. Okay, I'm going to I'm going to make it bigger. All right. So if you look right here, so the reason why we put our PSAR under the first or the second PSAR when we're getting into a trade is because, okay, right now it's an uptrend. We're looking into a buy. Well, it went through a pullback. It experienced some pullback. So right here, it pulled back. It came down here. Here, it came down to here. But look, what did it not do? It did not go past that PSAR. So the reason why we use the PSARs is to let us know when the market reverses and where to place our stop loss, because more than likely, if the market does not reverse, it is not going to come down and it's not going to hit your stop loss. It'll keep you in the trade because that that pullback is not going to go beyond the PSAR unless it flips. Now, let me show you this. Let's come over here. All right. And look at these two right here. Okay. So say for instance, you were in an uptrend, you're in a buy. Now just imagine that these candles are bigger. Okay. But this is what I want you guys to see. So if these candles were, you were in your uptrend, you were in your buy, you would have your stop loss under the first or second PSAR. And I'm going to make it bigger so that you guys can see the detail, what I'm talking about. All right. So right here, if you have your stop loss under the first or the second PSAR, well, this very next candle, the market reversed. It flipped up to a sale. You were in it for a buy, it flipped up to a sale. So what can happen is that pullback, there it is, it hit your stop loss.
Okay.
Okay? But come over here. If it does not flip, okay? If the market does not flip, if it does not reverse, the PSARs are still down here on the bottom. That pullback is not going to go past that PSAR more than likely.
So as far as the take profit, we're looking for the past not resistance line, but the support line that we had already set down that we seen had hit multiple times.
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay.
Uh-huh. And actually that the support and resistance is the same line. Why do we say it's the same line? Because it depends on what side the candle is on. Okay, here we go. Let me pull it back. Let me show you. Let me show you. Um, it is, I'm just looking at the time. It's 6:01, but I just want to show you guys this um, before we get out of before we close for the day, for the morning. Um, okay. All right, pull back, pull back. Let me just do this one. Okay, right here. You know what? Right here is actually perfect. I can really show you what I'm talking about on when it's consolidated, because you can really see it. So I'm gonna stretch it out. Okay, now this set, just look at the blue line. This same support and resistance, and the reason why we call it support and resistance, think about this. When you are walking on the floor, that floor is supporting you. It's keeping you up. If you were to try to jump and push your way through the ceiling, you are going to be met with resistance.
That
Okay?
was definitely an aha moment. I got it. That definitely just made me so happy. That definitely was an aha moment. I just caught it. I just caught it.
Good. And that's why I do what I do. That's why I say the things that I say. That's why I do it the way I do. So down here, these candles were meeting with resistance. Okay? You come right over here and the same line, these candles were meeting support. It couldn't go through that support. So it depends on what side. Like this candle right here. This candle was on top, it came down and it met support. It couldn't push through. This candle was on the bottom, it tried to push through, it met resistance. Same line, different sides. Support and resistance. All right. You guys are awesome. All right. Does anybody have any other questions for us this morning? Any other questions? No? Okay. Okay. Mr. Kimbrough, did you want to close us out this morning? Are you able to?
Yes, ma'am, I am. Once again, that is a great training. Y'all, she needs to be part of the epic crew. She needs to be part of the epic trainers. I'm telling you, because she really does it. A year ago, a little more than a year ago,
Mhm.
I saw something in her and wanted to bring it out. She didn't even believe that she had it in her, but she came on. She believed in me enough to come on board, and y'all see what she is right now. And I'm telling you, she is only going to get better. One of the most hard-headed people that I know, but I'm telling you, when she does listen, when she actually gets in there and takes direction, takes guidance, then she only gets better and better. And through her getting better, we are going to make sure that you are better. Everything, everybody, I'm telling you, everybody that is going to be connected with us is going to be superstars if they just listen. I'm telling you, this is ordained. It is blessed. It really is. You don't see it now because our numbers are small, but I'm telling y'all, once we start growing, we're gonna take off. You are in a position right now where you are going to be a mega star if you just keep persevering. Just excuse me, y'all. Just believe in yourself. Don't let anybody tell you that you're doing the wrong thing. Don't let them downplay you. If anybody comes to you with that negative mess, get rid of them right then and just be done with it. Don't accept any negativity into your life. Nothing in your life has to be negative unless you accept the negativity. You breathe positivity into your life. Talk to yourself in a positive way each and every day, every morning. When you get off this call, remind yourself once again that you're a master trader. Take the things that you learn on this call, apply them to the market, and excuse me, y'all, choke it up. Hold on one second. Um, apply them to the market, y'all, and make money. It doesn't matter whether it's a few cents or a few $1,000s, just as long as you see that blue, I'm telling you, it's going to start adding up. The more you get those little numbers, you keep getting them, keep getting them, keep getting them. And you change your lot size, and those cents are going to turn into dollars. Those dollars are going to turn into to tens of dollars. Tens are going to turn into hundreds, and it's just going to keep climbing, y'all. It may seem slow right now, but you go slow in order to go fast. Right now, it is slow, but once you take off, I promise you, on everything, once you take off, it's going to take off like a rocket. All you have to do is stay positive, keep believing in yourself, believe in the industry, the market, the company that you're in, believe in your financial family, and we are going to get to the top together. That's what I have for this morning. Thank y'all for being here. Please don't forget, we're launching. I'm hoping everybody is launching at 8 p.m. tomorrow night, Thursday night. So if you have not told me when you are launching, please let me know when you're launching. Let your people know that you are launching. And if they have any people that need to get on, tell them to get on. Also, I need to get the information over to Dr. E and Miss Mel so we can get your flyers made and we can start putting it out there. I know Miss Danielle and Miss Dukes have already told me their time. I got to get your flyers made. And Miss Benita, I need to get with you about doing us some flyers. So
Okay.
y'all, thank you for being here. Thank you for believing in us. Bring more people. Let's show them what we really do right here with the Billionaire Bosses, because you are not going to get this kind of breakdown anywhere else. You're not going to get it. Oh, and just to let y'all know, because I know there's some people that think that I can't teach like that. I can do it. I'm just doing 1,000 different things at one time. You know, I love what I do. I love it. I love it. And I have somebody on my team. She is the most valuable asset on my team right now. Truthfully, I'm telling everybody, I'm giving her props right now. She is the most valuable asset. She does her thing, and I love what she does. Y'all, you could have been anywhere else, but you chose to be right here with these billionaire bosses. Let's grow together. Do your thing today. And if you get out there and you trade, y'all, you got some positive trades, let me know. Put it in the WhatsApp or do something. Send it out there. And Miss Jacqueline, I do apologize for not getting back with you. Yeah, I don't even know where you tried to hit me up at, asking me about the information. I didn't see it, so I apologize. I'm bad about checking these chats because I'm always doing something. So I apologize. But y'all have a wonderful, blessed, prosperous, happy, joyful. Y'all stay on top of the game. Mr. Nita, back over to you. Close this thing out.
All right. Thank you. Did you want to say something? Unmute yourself.
No, that's no problem. And I really, really appreciate the training and being part of the Billionaire Bosses because I'm epic.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. And we are so glad to have you here. Guys, thank you so much for all the kudos and the accolades and all that. Guys, thank you. I love them dearly and I appreciate you guys so much. And like I said, if there's ever anything that I can do for you guys, just reach out to me, let me know. I'm always here, I'm always available. If not, I'll let you know when I am. Okay? So, everybody get into those accounts. Let's trade, let's trade, let's trade. Let's learn, let's grow, let's build. Thank you for being right here on the Billionaire Boss Empire. You guys have a great day.